Rhonda, thanks for asking a question. Jay, what was the question?
Oh, let me get comfy. The question, there was two questions. So the first one is that she said, this is Rhonda quoting her, one number I've heard float around is 35%. This seems to be the magical profit amount we should be seeking to achieve at each job. Is this right? So basically she's talking about the margin. So what percentage of the total price that you've charged is going to be profit. It's a weird one. I don't really have an answer because, to be honest, I've never thought about it like that, and I think it's different depending on your business structure. If you for each job you hire your furniture, so in all your stock, you know there's a higher cost. If you
Cody, it hit your car. Bye-bye.
See ya.
I figure what I was up to. If you hire your furniture, you know a higher cost. If you outsource or contract your delivery team, you know that there's a cost per job. You can kind of line up all the costs per job, and then obviously what you charge needs to be something a little bit more than that so that you've got some profit. Whether that's 35% or something different, I'm not entirely sure. To be honest, when we started, we hired most of our stock big furniture, and we would charge 20% margin on that. But then we owned all of our smaller soft furnishings, artwork, accessories and everything. So by owning those, we didn't have a higher cost. So our total profit per job was probably a bit higher than that. The thing is, when you start to have your delivery team in-house, when you have things like a warehouse with overheads, you've got employees, and so all those kind of fixed costs, it's hard to know how much of that cost is allocated to each job. So for us now, our cost per job can be zero. We can use all of our own stock. You know, we own the truck, we own the stylists are in-house, the delivery team is in-house. So all those things are kind of fixed overheads that you're going to incur anyway. So from that point of view, there is no 35% number. So look, I don't really have a good answer for that. I think as long as you're looking at an overall picture and you're profitable over a longer period of time, then that's probably the bigger goal. If you have all of your costs outsourced and you're trying to charge a margin, obviously you need that number to come out as a positive number. So I think it will depend on what you're doing. So look longer term and kind of make sure that you're running at a profit. The other question, there was a second part that Rhonda asked. She said, what kind of income or work number of jobs should you be getting before you moved into a warehouse? She seems to be outgrowing her storage, but worried about taking on something bigger and at a higher cost. So look, we've been asked this a few times as well, and again, it's different for each business and depends on what sort of warehouse you can get and at what cost. We delayed. We used our garage for a long period of time, then we moved into storage sheds at Storage King. We had up to 6 different garage kind of size sheds there. And eventually it just became, it got to the point where, we kind of look at the numbers, but it's hard to analyze a little bit because we looked at it as how much time are we losing because we have our stuff spread across 6 different sheds, trying to get it in and out, and it was quite a hassle. So we moved to a warehouse when we had, it was slowing us down too much to not be in a single warehouse. We're also, at that point, we're a business that had ambition. We were trying to grow into something bigger. We knew we'd need a warehouse eventually. So we were ready to take that leap and figured it would be a kind of a team culture sort of thing as well. It's exciting for the team to be in a facility like this. So I don't know, there's no number. Obviously, you know what it's going to cost you, so you need to know that you can cover that month to month. One thing I would say is, and Rhonda kind of mentioned it also in her question, Friday. One thing I would say, and this is that Rhonda touched on it, that she knows the cost per year for a warehouse that she could move into. It's important to know that cost, but what I would say is you don't need to be able to look at your profit and cover that full amount now, because obviously it's going to be broken down onto a monthly basis. So I would look at it more as what's the cost per month? Am I comfortable that I can cover that? Maybe I need a little bit of a buffer for the next few months, say 3 months worth. And from there, my business is going to grow, hopefully, and I can be building up my monthly revenue to be able to cover it. It'll come down to whether that's the best way to use your funds versus maybe buying furniture or something else. So, as I said, no, it's no solid answer. There's no one size fits all, but it's just some things to think about. Hopefully that helps.